Tommen's Coronation Feast.
You shouldn't say that.
Why not?
Mira, I'll meet you inside. What are you doing here?
I have to get in there, Sarah. I know I'm not supposed to attend, but...
Then you know Lady Marjorie doesn't want to see you. What could be so important?
Lord Whitehill is up to something. He's conspiring against my family. And someone in there is helping him.
Lady Marjorie would be furious, Mira. I can't. I'm sorry. I want to help you.
I'll take the blame. You can tell Marjorie I snuck in and you tried to stop me.
She's already thinking about replacing you. Are you sure you want to risk it?
I have to.
Tja.
Alright.
Riskiert halt alles, um ihrer Familie zu
You
helfen.
owe me for this. She's with me. We'll stay out of trouble. I promise.
Na dann. Wollen wir mal. Die Krönung von König Tommen.
Feels a bit strange to celebrate, doesn't it? Not so long ago, King Joffrey sat on the Iron Throne.
Tommen is our king now.
Long may he reign.
Sarah! I was worried you'd run off with your friend there.
And what if I did?
I'm not sure I could blame you.
This is Lady Mira Forrester. Mira, Lord Garibaldi Tarwick.
She's quite lovely. Where have you been hiding her?
You're making her blush.
You flatter me. Sarah's lovelier than us all.
I won't argue there. It's quite a feast, isn't it? Just be careful around the wine. Though I hear you don't partake yourself. It's easy to forget. Nothing you do in King's Landing goes unnoticed. Drink too much once and you're forever the drunken fool. Talk to the wrong people and...
Lord Tarwick!
Wie ihn?
What was that about?
Nothing. That subject isn't fit for your delicate ears anyway.
Oh, really?
My ears are not delicate.
Of course they are. Look how tiny they are. Little lobes.
Stop it.
What?
I mean it. Someone caught your eye, Mira?
My apologies. I just noticed Lords Andros and Morgren over there.
What a shame. Ruining a perfectly good afternoon with that nonsense.
Perhaps someone should encourage them to argue elsewhere. If you'll excuse me.
This reminds me of the tourney at Lannisport. You wouldn't believe it,
You told me this story.
but you would have loved it. We danced all evening, drank wine from our helmets.
That is it! Andros, you're being ridiculous!
Okay, sprechen die einfach mit anderen Leuten. Ist auch interessant. Eavesdrop on. Was ist denn Eavesdrop? Belauschen oder was? Ich denke, wir belauschen ihn jetzt auf jeden Fall.
Why would you ever stop dealing ironwood?
Is there no longer a demand?
I can't imagine that would be the case.
No need for such wild speculation. I've simply lost interest. I'm moving on to better things, as they say.
And what would that be?
No. I can see what you're doing. I'm not giving away my secrets just yet.
Okay. Wollen wir mal die ganzen Leute hier ein bisschen belauschen, wie es scheint. Dann machen wir das mit ihm auch mal. Scheint ja auch verdächtig zu sein, der Bursche. Gucken, was der so zu erzählen hat.
But I know how to speak.
But how did you manage it?
Lord Whitehill trusts me above all others. That's why I'm the only one he's willing to work with.
Oh, an exclusive deal. How good for you, Andros.
Well, I've got my family to consider.
When's the last time you even saw your wife, Andros?
Okay, ich denke mal, mehr müssen wir nicht wissen. Wir wissen, dass er für die Whitehills arbeitet. Das ist schon mal nicht so verkehrt. Könnte ich mal einen Drink nehmen? Ein Weinchen. Mal gucken. Vielleicht redet sie ja mit ihm hier. Beziehungsweise ist man ja hier einfach mal ein Schlückchen trinken. Ja, passt schon. Kann ich das hier eigentlich auch machen? Ja, gut, die kann ich auch belauschen, ne? Dann machen wir das mal.
Oh, I can't remember. I think it was a bird?
Oh, close.
A cock.
That's it.
No, that's terrible.
You're the one telling the joke, remember?
Nichts wirklich Interessantes. Jetzt ist die Frage, was sollen wir denn noch so machen? Die können wir noch belauschen, aber die werden jetzt nicht so viel Spannendes erzählen. Da kann ich was essen.
I heard he was killed. Right here in the garden.
Well,
Wasn't he a Lannister? One of their guard, but still. Surely they found who did it. No, they haven't caught him yet. Not for lack of effort, mind you.
Okay, die unterhalten sich da über den Tod der Wache. Ist auch nicht sonderlich wichtig. Dann looken wir mal ein bisschen hier die schöne Aussicht.
Oh, it seems so calm out there.
Und das war schon. Wir können mal ein bisschen was essen. Wir sind ja hier auf einer Feier. Wird das ja wohl gestattet sein. Ein kleines Stück Käse oder was auch immer das war. Kuchen, nee, Käse war das, glaube ich, ne? Zu essen, warum auch nicht. Die Frage ist, was sollen wir denn jetzt noch tun? Ich meine, wir haben ja im Grunde soweit alles... Ah, wir können mit ihm reden. Warum sollten wir das tun? Naja.
Please, if you'll excuse me. Lady Mira, I'm impressed.
Impressed with what?
That you aren't currently locked in a cell. I trust this means that you took care of that contract. How did you do it, if I may ask? I wasn't expecting to see you again, if I'm being honest. You must have made quick work of it.
If I tell you how I did it, what's in it for me?
Nothing. But I admire the gall. I do believe King's Landing is rubbing off on you. So, what have you been up to? Enjoying yourself? Though I suppose if you're talking to me, you must want something.
I noticed you and Andros arguing earlier.
I'm sorry you had to see that. I told him it was not the time.
What were you arguing about, if you don't mind my asking?
Well, a bold question deserves a bold answer, doesn't it? I've been pushed out of the ironwood business.
Oh.
All thanks to my partner. Bloody imbecile. Andros is now Lord Whitehill's exclusive contact in King's Landing. No matter the fact that I introduced them in the first place.
Why would Lord Andros want to push you out?
You found a man he could manipulate. Someone who wouldn't demand an equal share. Lyman Lannister.
He's working with a Lannister?
A third cousin, to be fair. Whatever Andros is up to, he clearly thinks Lyman can take my place.
Rickard! Are you done flirting with that handmaiden? We need your opinion here.
Oh, leave him alone.
Please excuse me.
Okay. Dann wollen wir mal mit dem Lyman sprechen. Immerhin hat er einen wichtigen Namen. Das ist ja auch schon was. Ich kann auch zu ihm noch aber... Fein ab, ich denke mal, der sieht nämlich nicht aus wie so ein richtig guter Bursche. Den kann man bestimmt irgendwie was entlocken. Behaupte ich mal.
Excuse me. Lyman Lannister?
Shit. You startled me. As if I don't already have enough to deal with.
Here, let me help.
That's very kind of you, thank you, but I'm fine. I just get clumsy sometimes. I'm afraid you have me at a disadvantage, Lady...
Mira.
Lady Mira. I'm not used to being approached so boldly, but I'm glad you did. I always feel a bit out of place at big gatherings like this. So, what brings you over here? I'm not the best company, I'm afraid. Or were you headed for the wine and I got in your way?
Keine Ahnung.
From what I hear, you're in the business of making rather important deals happen.
Well, I don't know about that.
Come on, don't be modest.
I really shouldn't talk about it. Andros came to me in confidence. You understand? He wouldn't be pleased, I'm sure.
If you like, you can whisper it in my ear.
Well, I suppose I could just...
Lyman! What do you think you're doing?
What? Nothing.
You stay away from him.
Andros! We were just talking.
You were just talking to Mirror Forrester.
Forrester? I didn't realize.
My lord?
Let me say this as plainly as I can. Don't ever meddle in my affairs again!
Uh-oh, Marjorie.
Lady Marjorie.
Kommt natürlich auch genau auf sie zu.
Lady Marjorie.
Okay. Scheint es erstmal nicht unbedingt gesehen hat es bestimmt, aber es ist hier erstmal nicht so wichtig, wie es scheint.
Lady Mira? That was quite a scene over there. Are you all right?
I'm fine. I can handle Lord Andros.
It's Lyman I was worried about.
What do you mean?
Honestly, that story isn't fit for a maiden's ears. Just be careful around him.
Just tell me, Lord Tarwick. It's important.
I may be willing to tell you. If you'll first tell me something about Sarah. Your help could save me a lot of embarrassment. I'd be very grateful, Lady Mira.
What do you want to know about Sarah?
Sarah Durwell. Interesting name, that. Funny thing is, the last Durwells died off almost 200 years ago. What can you tell me about her family? Something isn't quite right, but I'm not sure. You must understand, I can't court a woman just because I like the way she laughs.
I've met the Durwells when I was at Highgarden.
Oh?
They're a small house these days, but very well regarded.
Ah, right. Well, that's a relief. For a moment, I thought...
And now, Lord Tarwick, it's your turn.
Zum Glück kann sie gut lügen.
Right. Lyman Lannister. 10 years ago, Lyman was injured at the tourney at Lannisport. He took a bad fall from his horse. Needed milk of the poppy for weeks just to keep from screaming.
Oh.
And between us, he's never stopped drinking the stuff. Can't stop, actually. He spent all his money trying to get more. The man can't go a day without it.
So that's why he shakes.
You mustn't repeat that, Lady Mira. I shouldn't even know about it. Besides, Lyman suffered enough embarrassment. And every man's entitled to his secrets. He'd be horrified if everyone knew. I'm quite serious, Mira. I'd hate for Lord Andros to trace this back to me.
You learned that from Andros?
The man's mouth is bigger than the Blackwater. Poor Lyman has no idea. Now, if you'll excuse me, I have some arrangements to make.
Na dann. Mach das mal.
Lady Mira.
Irgendwann wird er schon merken, dass wir gelogen haben, aber das macht ja nichts. So, wo ist Marjorie eigentlich hin? Ist sie schon wieder weg? Wir sprechen einfach nochmal mit ihm.
Lord Lyman, we really need to talk.
I know what you're up to. I won't discuss my business with Andros, so please, Please, just leave me alone. You've landed me in enough trouble. Just leave.
Look at you. You're shaking.
It's an old injury.
But there's more to it than that, isn't there?
What are you saying? Either tell me what you want, or go bother someone else.
I know about your situation, Lyman. How you were hurt in Lannisport. How painful that must have been.
You don't know what you're talking about.
It's no wonder you still need milk of the poppy.
No, I've never...
It can't have been easy.
Andros has been holding that over my head for years.
Then don't let him.
Andros was wrong about you, Lady Mira. You're kind. And you should know what he's... I should warn you. Andros is hiring sellswords. Hundreds of them.
What?
He's building an army for Lord Whitehill, big enough to march against Ironrath. But Andros is doing it in secret. No one knows. Or at least, he doesn't want anyone to know. I told him I'd keep quiet, but...
Lord Whitehill won't be slaughtering anybody.
With an army that size, he'll slaughter whoever he wants. But this is... It's only fair that you know, Lady Mira. What you do with it is up to you. But I'd better get my affairs in order.
What did I tell you?
I've had enough of this, Andros. She showed me what you've been doing. I'm done.
Tja, bin ich mal gespannt, was er jetzt macht.
Lady Mira, you've just made a very grave error. Very grave indeed. You realize that, I hope.
Don't be so bloody dramatic. Because I'm just getting started.
Wobei, das mit der Handmaid wäre auch geil gewesen. Hast du Angst vor einer Kammerzofe? Das wäre auch nicht schlecht gewesen, aber so geht's auch. Ja, ja. The plan